Hey guys, what's up? TechInform.us. So in the last video, you saw me unbox all this great technology from OWC. If you want to check out that video, it will be right here. And yeah, if you want to see me unbox this. Now to get into the fun stuff, the installation process. So I have the MacBook Pro right down there. I'm going to grab it in a minute and take the bottom off for you guys. So let's get into this. I think we'll install the RAM first and then jump over to the SSD and the data doubler. Okay guys, so once you get your MacBook Pro turned over on its back, turned off completely, cooled down, discharge yourself onto a metal object, other than the Mac of course, you can start removing the screws. I know some of these screws are different, so I'm just going to put them to the corresponding spot on my board here, and hopefully it'll all work out. So I got the screwdriver that they included here. It just came with this free little kit, so I just grabbed this one. Looked like it would work fine. The size looks about right. So let's get right into this and I'll speed this up. Okay, so now that we have all the screws out, from what I've seen, you just pop this off just like that. And you have your MacBook Pro. So, put that to the side. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing the RAM with 8 gigabytes of DDR3 1333, so that's the RAM right there. I'm also going to be getting rid of the optical drive while putting it somewhere safe, and moving the SSD into the HDD bay, and moving my 320 HDD into the optical drive bay via the data doubler. So, you know, I'm playing around with this inside quite a bit, but we'll get right into this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be removing this RAM. Okay, there we go. Second stick out of the bay. Put that up there. And let's get this RAM open. Okay, so got this RAM open. Let's take this right out of the packaging, like it looks like they want you to. Being careful not to break the RAM. There we go. One stick out, put that right there. Second stick. Second stick is out. Let's get our RAM, slide it in the way it was, so you can see that the divider is right there. So let's try to slide it into the same spot and push it down. So there we go. RAM looks like it's seated. Push it down. First piece is in. Let's put the second piece in the exact same way in the top slot. Okay, second piece is now in. Let's push it down. There we go, now it's seated. So, looks like RAM is installed. So, now let's move on to removing the HDD. Okay, so to remove the HDD, all we need to do is remove these two screws, and the hard drive should pull up. Okay, so now that we have those screws out, the hard drive should pull right out, like it just did. So, to remove the hard drive, I believe all we have to do is disconnect this cable. And the hard drive is out. Okay, so before I install my SSD, I believe I am just going to remove the optical drive. So to remove the optical drive, I believe it's a little more complicated than the hard drive. However, I have my little trusty instruction manual here, and yes, I know, who reads instructions? Well, Colt when he's taking apart his MacBook Pro so he doesn't screw anything up. So, get your correct screwdriver here, and looks like the first screw we need to take out is that one, followed by that one. So, if we line it up, that screw is right there, that screw is right there. So, let's get into this. seems we have run into a problem. So, as you can see, I have these cables over here, but they go right to the edge. Their cables don't. So, we got an issue. So, I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna continue with the removal process, do everything else they say, and if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, I find the screw. Okay guys, well, as you can see, I got it out. So that was way more difficult than it needed to be. Turns out this direction booklet, they changed it a little bit in the 2011. I wouldn't think they would, but they did. So this was not caused by me, by the way. That was manufacturing. Because as you can see, there was nothing on the bottom here that could have done that. So that wasn't me. Basically, now I'm going to take everything off here. I need to take off and get this drive ready to go in here, and then put the SSD in here. You guys can't tell, that literally was just 20 minutes. I even cut the iPhone. I had to look up a manual online of how to take this assembly apart on the 2011. But as you can see, Google saved my ass, and if we can get this all back together working correctly, you can't see it. I have an army of screws over here. It'll be working. So, let's get into this. Okay, so as you can see, got the hard drive in here in the data doubler, and quite honestly, I'm getting kind of tired of filming this video. So I'm gonna wrap this up and start cutting a little bit more, like jump cutting. Okay, so as you can see, got the bottom one, and we're just going to start putting these screws in. Okay, so now that we got all the screws in, let's flip this machine over. And give her our first boot. Okay, so let's boot this up. I'm actually going to option boot. Okay, so it found my Macintosh hard drive. That's a good sign. Apple logo. And we heard a bong. That's also a good sign, because that means the RAM is working. So, it is booting into the hard drive, which is currently in the SSD bay. In the optical drive bay. So that means that's working. I hear the hard drive. Everything looks to be working so far. And keep in mind, this is booting off the hard drive, not the SSD, so it's probably going to take longer. Okay, so let's put in my password. And, okay. Ignore. So, it's working. So, optical drive works. I'm booted into the optical drive. I will have future stuff on this. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the disk over. So, what I'm going to do is basically just go into Disk Manager and just mirror the drive onto the SSD. And hopefully that should work, because I have it under 100 gigs of space, and I'm going to move the other over to iTunes until I reformat the hard drive. So let's get into that, and I'm not going to show you guys that process, so I'm signing off here. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/4595, and check out the website, techinform.us. We have great tech-related content posted every day. Thanks, guys. Also, check out my vlogging account, youtube.com/cultvlogging. And I apologize that this video was incredibly long. I literally have an hour of footage, and I'm going to probably move it down to, what, 10, 13 minutes? Maybe a little more. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. So, before I sign off, let's just take a quick look about this Mac. Let's see if it reads 8 gigs, and it does. Memory, 8 gigabytes. You guys can't see that. There you go. So, thanks guys. See you in the next video. Peace out.